Hello everyone, PauloP13 here, and welcome to today's video. I had a couple of war guides ready to go, but some things kind of changed my opinion on a few of those things, so I'm actually going to re-record all of those and get them out as soon as possible. But today we are talking about Ultimus 7 again, as they have recently announced that they are looking into the rewards, and I believe they already made some changes regarding the season leaderboard, whatever it's called. You know what I'm trying to say. These things right here, the raid season points. And based on that quick look, it looks like they did make a change already. I am pretty sure. Let me just check and I'll be right back. Yes, they were definitely buffed already. Just wanted to make sure to give you the accurate information ahead of time because I don't want to make any mistakes and give you any wrong information. So the raid season leaderboard points were already buffed, and they're looking into some other things to make this raid more lucrative and more worth our time to do. So we as an alliance have decided that we're going to try this every once in a while to improve and get ready until we feel that we are ready to do this on a daily basis or make a decision on how often we want to run this. And the only way to do that is really to get into the raid and keep trying and keep working and keep learning. Last time we did this, I made a little cheat sheet is not the word, but I took some notes on how things went, things I should probably change, nothing too detailed. And this time I'm going to run it very similar, but I'm going to try and take into account some of my notes. Unfortunately, I got really busy and didn't finish my notes for the later nodes, and some of my notes were very vague. I'm pretty sure for the final note I did, I just wrote, haha, good luck, because that did not go well. But anyways, I'm going to go through, and you're going to see all of my success, all of my failures, all my plans, what goes well, what doesn't, and how determined I am to get to 30%, and how much resources I'm willing to waste for a singular raid. Before that, I'm just going to go over my roster really quickly, nothing too detailed, just so you can get a feel of how strong I am and what that means for Ultimus 7. While I do this, during the nodes, a lot of these nodes take a lot of time, and timing out can be a pain. If you leave yourself in a wrong position, you can really hurt yourself going forward. So what I'm going to be saying is not going to be overly thought out. I'm just going to be going, and whatever comes to my head, I'm probably going to say. So it may be intelligible, might be intelligent, maybe helpful, maybe a bunch of stupid stuff. It's really hard to say. I just hope it's helpful all in all. Seeing what I do and hearing my thought process, hopefully it's kind of coherent. And I will try after nodes to see if I can come up with any ideas that could help you if you don't have the same roster, or just generic tips maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we're going to be on this journey together. So let's go back now to... Let's just go to this page first. As you can see on the bottom, I said make sure to join Alt 7 lanes. One issue that we've been having, switching back and forth, is some people join their Ultimus 6 lanes when they're doing Ultimus 7, and their Ultimus 7 lanes when joining Ultimus 6. So, important thing, just to make sure that you communicate well which raid you're doing and which teams they should join. Hey, I didn't know that. I got to a strongest team of 300,000. That's cool. Anyways, so this is my roster. You can see I'm 3.4 million collection power, 300,000 STP, 9 war MVPs. I have every character in the game except Hela, and 45 of them, so a little bit under half of them are 7 stars, I guess. I have been rank 1. Apparently I have fallen about 70 spots overnight in Arena, and I should look at that. Is there anything else important? I have about 8,000 Blitz wins. My most recent Blitz rank is very bad because I didn't bother with that Blitz at all. I've gotten top 1500 a few times, so I guess you can say I'm relatively strong. I am one of the strongest in my alliance, but I'm not the strongest. We have a couple of really heavy hitters. I'm not sure. I might be the strongest with an Ultron. Not positive on that, but I might be. As you can see near the top of my roster, I have a lot of Wakandans, and I am not going to use Wakanda efficiently today. So I am planning on using them the next time I run it, so I can kind of do a comparison. I'm going to run 2 with my Ultron BKT, then 2 with my Ultron, 2 with my Wakanda, and see how that goes, and then see if I can come up with anything else. I know I've been seeing a lot of things with Tech Wing, Wolverthor's BWT, which, we'll talk about that another time, but that's an interesting one. The tech wing looked good, and I just saw a video that Wolverthor made this morning about what on earth did he call it? Wolverthor, his content is amazing. His ideas are usually really solid. His naming could use some work. I think it was Minvisible Guardians or something. Anyways, it's basically the team I'm running, but without Ultron and Invisible Woman in Ultron's place, and that's very interesting. But as you see, I have a 7-star Ultron, gear tier 13, level 73. I have Star-Lord, I have pretty strong Captain Marvel. I have a strong Phoenix, but the rest of my X-Men, except Wolverine, are not as strong. I am never touching my Wolverine again because he is at exactly 50,000 power, and I'm very happy with that. Pretty strong Minerva, pretty strong Thanos, and then some random other characters. Like I have a very, very strong Winter Soldier because I like Winter Soldier. Not the best character in the game, but I love the character in the comics. I have actually recently acquired a pretty strong Supernatural team. My Coulson I just built up a little. I'm not sure. Maybe I can throw a Coulson in at some point in this raid and see what happens, just to cause a little bit of issues. Don't think it's going to do too much. Power armor, I have Fantastic Four. Yeah, as you can see, I've got a bit of everything. I don't have a lot of massive teams, but I have a lot of teams evenly built. It works really, really well for war. So that is what I have. And now let's go into this raid. Go Ultimate 7. Join here. Join. I definitely clicked Team 1, right? Yes, I did. I clicked the right lane, which is a fantastic thing. First node, Slap. Just so you guys can get an idea of what's going on, I'm going to read the memo I have on my phone, which is where I took the notes, to you guys. First attempt with I just wrote that my main BKT was with Ultron, 265,000 power. That was just for my own purpose, so I knew what I was doing. I wrote first node effortless, watch out for Quake ult. Blind either Miss Marvel or Quake. I guess we'll see what that means when we go in. I think I blinded Miss Marvel the last time, and I think I'll probably do that again. And we'll see how that goes. When I wrote first node effortless, I think that means I can trust what my instincts were. Oh, cool, I have a power armor team. That's definitely going to do nothing. All right. So let's see. Step 1, put Ultron here. Then I've got a rocket. Should get to Minerva over here. Star-Lord. And Groot. Where is my Groot? Here, let me think. Star-Lord is like level 71. Rocket and Ultron are 73. Minerva 70. Groot 70. They're all gear tier 13. I have all of Ultron's abilities maxed, and I have Rocket's ult maxed. No other T4 abilities. And they are 267,000, so not much stronger, but they have grown a bit. So I'll see you in the node. Okay, here we are. Normally I'd do this on ×3 for you, or ×2 for you guys, but that's not an option here. I'm going to special right into Miss Marvel because I don't want her taunt to cost me, and I need to get someone down as quick as possible. So it might as well be Miss Marvel, because that taunt is annoying. One thing I've noticed in Ultimate 7, at least when you're punching up as much as I am, and everyone is at this point, unless you have like 75 tier 14 characters and such, you seem to want to attack into a lot of tanks, which goes against your conventional knowledge of the game. There we go. And that is why you can see that Ultron is amazing. Okay, someone's stunned. Yes, but it's fine. It is just an Ultron minion. My favorite Ultron minion, but it is still just an Ultron minion. Okay, gonna clear this evade. These are just nebulas. Not a big deal. Here is a bit of a issue. I've got through Miss Marvel and Quake without any issues. I got to go into Miss Marvel, but I should be careful with those Kree Nobles. They can be a bit of a pain in the butt, and they can cause a lot of issues. Let's get rid of those bleeds. I don't really feel like dealing with them, so let's take care of Miss Marvel. Hopefully that does enough damage. It does. Let's use the ult. I don't have enough energy. I should have been able to see that. Okay, there we go. Let's start taking out these Kree Nobles. I don't want them to get their offense up to anybody else. But yeah, as you can see, this is going pretty well and pretty smooth. I'm just going to keep an eye on my energy here. I could summon. Yeah, I think I have enough time to get that energy back. I'll summon here. The one thing you need to always be sure, you need to start every node with Ultron having his summon ready. His ult would be great, but his summon is necessary. There we go. I've got some of the energy back already. I only have one of those. Okay. Just keeping an eye on the summons I have for what they give Ultron here. I'm able to take this one a little slower because this one is not too hard of a node. I just need to keep an eye on my ability so I can think it through a bit more. As you can see, I already have my summon ready again. Why not? Let's do this. I know it's a bit of a waste of energy, but gets the health back, which is nice. Let's just take out that. I am not as high health on my Ultron as I would like to be, but nevertheless, I think that was a pretty easy success on that first node. Yep. All right. I'll be back. I'll see you guys at the screen again. Okay, here's the second node, Green Miles. Let me just read what I wrote for it. Watch out for Green Goblin, but I got through it with no issues, which probably means that I got through the node, but it should have been smoother, and I should have paid more attention to Green Goblin because his ult can be deadly and his special can be really deadly on this mode, on this level too. So things to keep in mind. By the way, on that last node, just so you know, it's about 1.2 million damage just for that first node, doing it that way. Some people like to know that. All right, so let's get into this. It's going to be the same team here. As you can see, they're all in green health. I would want my Ultron at full, but I'm not going to waste any heals on that. Okay, here we are. How do I want to deal with this? Got a Luke Cage, who's going to be a bit annoying. Got some healers. Let's just throw it here, get some damage. I want to take care of that Venom. That Venom can be quite annoying. That Disrupt is very annoying. That's unfortunate. Okay, what do we have? That is not okay at all. Let's kill this so I can get some health back. Okay, let's nothing about this is good, but I need to get some of these buffs. I'm not going to get any buffs back if I use the ultimate right now, which is not what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this. This went a lot worse than the last time. Be careful of getting a Disrupt on your Ultron if you're going with that method here. Let's use the special here. There's a lot of defense ups, and I'd rather them attack Groot than the other people. And plus, he should get slowed by Miles, so that taunt should be on him for a while. There we go. Thank you, Miles, for helping the rest of my team survive. Hopefully, if I do this, it gets a bit of ability energy back, not as much as I'd like, but it also helps me get through that Venom pretty quick. So I decided to do it. Let's start on Hand Sorceress. The healing can be annoying. I don't really want to deal with any healing on this node. No reason to use that ultimate. Oh, that's good. Green Goblin. Let's not... Okay, there's a taunt there. Let's clear that defense down on Ultron. Don't want anything to go wrong. There, I got a summon back. That's great. Okay, let's start using all these moves here. Get some buffs on Ultron and get him going. If I use the special, it'll ensure that Jessica Jones uses her ult on Groot. I am talking too much. The ult would have been okay there, but I want JJ to target Groot because I don't want her to clear all the buffs off of Ultron. Let's blind Green Goblin. Yes, it's stuck. That's great. Why am I attacking Luke Cage? Don't remember. Perfect. Okay. Carry on. Get that. Beautiful. I'm expecting Groot to die, which is okay because I can revive a Groot. Who did I just lose? Did I just lose Star-Lord? That's concerning. Let's do this. Perfect. Gotta hurry. I lost Rocket too. That is not ideal. This is going quite bad. Get that. take care of this. I lost Minerva. I don't even remember losing Minerva. This has gone really bad, and I'm not entirely sure what went wrong. So I'm going to definitely have to use some revives. But I'm not sure what happened on this node. It just went really wrong, and it seemed to go really wrong really fast. I lost all my characters, mostly without noticing. So this is going to be up to Ultron to kind of fix. He is up to the task, I would assume. Okay. These disrupts are brutal. So maybe I didn't pay quite enough attention to Miles. But that doesn't seem really avoidable because he's in stealth the first turn anyways. Let's use this ultimate. Does not kill him. Would have loved for it to kill him. Okay, gotta go. I gotta hurry up. Groot's dead. This has gone horrendously wrong. That was dumb. Come on, hurry up. I just possibly ruined myself for the next few nodes if they don't stop with their buffs. Come on. Come on, Ultron. Take your turn. No, no bad. That is not good. I just played this about as bad as you can. The timing did not go well. I talked too much. I wasn't paying enough attention. I lost all my characters except Ultron. I'm going to have to revive them all. And my Ultron is not going to have his summon ready, which leaves me in a really bad position. Like I said, I'm going to leave everything in: the good, the bad, the ugly. This is about as bad as Ultimate 7 can go. That was horrible playing, horrible timing, horrible thinking, a bit of panic at the end, and just not being smart. Don't do that. Pay a little more attention to Miles. Show more concern about that disrupt, and pay more attention to Minerva. If Minerva goes down, everything else goes wrong. It's okay if you lose anyone on your team except Minerva. Minerva can fix it. But if you lose Minerva, everything goes wrong. This was bad. I'm going to go back and I'm going to revive everyone and finish this node. Okay. My Ultron's almost at full health, but here we go. 250 healing cores, or 200 healing cores down. That is, I'm very upset with myself about that. But anyways, let's carry on and finish this node, and I'm going to try and leave myself in a good position to save that. Okay. Not in a good position here. Let's just do that. Not sure why I went after JJ, honestly. I'm not really paying enough attention. This is... Okay, so JJ could be a bit of the issue. Let's try this. This might get me a bit of energy back. Let's save up my Minerva and my Ultron. So this will get me 2 energy back, which is great. Okay. Now I need it to become Ultron's turn. Perfect. That summon is ready. I'm not going to use it right now, but it is ready. Okay. There we go. Finished it. I lost a lot of health doing this. I'm going to use 20 more healing cores on my Ultron, and hopefully that'll fix some issues up. And I'll see you back at the raid screen. Okay, so here's what I have. On this node, sorry. I just got like 5 texts that were all kind of important. So first boss nodes, I said I timed out and everyone was still alive. I remember doing this. I was in actually a really good position, but I had just timed out and left myself in a bad spot, kind of like what I did with that last node when I wasn't paying attention. I said blind Carnage immediately, or use a suicide team to waste his moves. For the purpose of this, I'm going to use a suicide team. It's not going to be a very strong suicide team, but it will waste moves. And that should allow me to be in a good position. And I will use some power cores that I wouldn't normally use when doing this raid, just for the ability to show you guys more. So let's do this. I'm talking a lot, and I'm not really making much progress. That last node, be careful with the Spider-Verse characters is my best advice. So what I'm going to use for this is, where are they? My 140,000 power AIM team. They are not my strongest team, but I believe when I said it, I said use it to waste moves. I didn't say use it to kill characters. So hopefully this will just kind of annoy them a little bit. And that's my plan. I'm going to annoy the enemies. Okay, here we are. Let's start off by doing this. And might as well work on Carnage. The Venom's going to be a little annoying too, but I want to waste their moves, so I don't want to stun them, so I'm just going to slam them into the ground. I think the Carnage is going to kind of heal himself up when as he kills my team. Apparently I'm hitting Venom now. That's good to know. Did not mean to do that. Just go here. Let's get some nice buffs. Nope, I don't want to do any of that. I want them to use their abilities. There we go. Like I said, he was going to heal himself up as he killed my team, which he just kind of did. So this team, as you can probably tell, is not nearly strong enough to actually do something on this node, but I figured it would be good for, well, what I just did. Wasting some moves, being a little bit of a nuisance, and I put Carnage in an easier position to take down, which I think is definitely worth noting. So I'll be back, and then I'll go back in with my Ultron team. Okay, so this is going to cost me 50 power cores. These are power cores I would not normally spend. I am simply spending for the purpose of doing this video for you guys, getting it all done a little quicker and more compact to each other. Let's get Minerva here. Star-Lord. And where's my Groot? There he is. 267,000, not doing the best. And I said I would use 20 healing cores on Ultron because I want him at full health. So that's what I did. I have a full health Ultron. Star-Lord's a little low. But that's fine, I think. So I have used, what did I say? I used 200 before? Yeah, so I've used 220 healing charges, cores, whatever they are, already. Because I did that last node really badly. So let's see how this goes. Okay, here we are. Star-Lord's already dead. Not an ideal situation. Healing or reviving. Let's heal. I think it's a little more important. Yes, Star-Lord is a very essential part of this team. I know that and I fully agree. But I think it's more important to have Minerva and Ultron surviving at this point. And hopefully we can get to her revive quickly enough that it won't matter. We did lose Groot, so we're going to need to use a couple of revives in this node just to kind of maintain status quo. There we go. There's an ultimate. And of course Star-Lord goes to a really weird position, which was not what I was hoping for, but let's use this blind. Hopefully the energy goes to Minerva, which it does. So that should help get the other revive even quicker. Let's tear through this Luke Cage as quickly as possible. Got a Punisher there who I want down just because that is a lot of damage because I have a lot of villains here. Okay. This should finish off Punisher, no problem. Alright, now let's start working on this Venom. Get these summons up. I've got to make sure I leave enough room for that Groot revive. I have done this before where I didn't, and it's a really sad reason to lose a node. Okay, I need one more turn to get that Minerva back, the Minerva revive back, to get Groot back. And this should do it. Perfect, it lands on Miles. Can start working on Cap, because he should taunt here. Nope, he's throwing a shield. Get down this Miles. Take out Miles. Carnage here, gotta be careful with Carnage. Spider-Man is also a bit of an issue with the defense down that he causes. Groot is back in the mix, which is wonderful news. Get the taunt on him so he can die again. Just kidding, hopefully he doesn't die again, but if he does, it's fine. He's the best person to have die. Take out Cap. Now we got 2 Iron Fists, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. Okay, Punisher and Venom both dropped. Let's deal with Punisher first. Gonna get a heal block from Venom. Oh, that's not ideal. Okay, what can we do here? Let's ult. Take out Punisher. Okay, this heal will be great. Perfect timing for it. Not quite the Fear of the Darkness heal, but it is a very good one nonetheless. Okay, definitely should have paid more attention to who I'm attacking. I was just taking a quick look at the time, so I'm going to go as quick as possible here because I really do not want this node to time out. Get the death proofs up. Okay, let's go as fast as possible. Okay, she's not doing great. Hopefully that's enough to take out Venom. Okay, that's a single Ultron minion down. Not worth that. Let's take out Venom. Whew. That is a lot of damage onto my Ultron and my Rocket. Okay, now this is worth a summon, but I gotta go quick. Blind Spidey. Why am I going at Spidey? Let's go at this Iron Fist. I know he has defense up, but it's kind of important. Get any healing possible. Special. Okay, I'm definitely going to time out on this node, so I've just got to get myself into a good position. I need to get my Ultron ult off. That's good. Probably could have just let it time out at that point. How am I looking ability-wise? Okay, so after Ultron, after Star-Lord is going to be Spidey. I don't want anyone else to die, so I'm going to pull something I've seen Wolverine Thor do a few times. First off, I wanted to say I have 5 death proof on my Ultron, which is great. I'm going to wait until there's 2 seconds. I'm going to fire off this ult. There we go. I timed out, but I did it taking down a character, and I didn't take any last-second damage. I think that was pretty successful, and I should be able to go back into this node, even though I timed out, and be in a really good position. Okay, so I'm going to go back in and finish this node really quick. I'm deciding whether I'm okay with this. I'm going to risk it. If everything goes wrong, I'll use some power cores to fix it. In a normal run, I would probably heal Ultron, but I'm just going to risk it just for the purpose of this video and see how it goes. Okay. Well, I just started the node, and I'm noticing that my Rocket is already dead, and I don't have a revive up. And that might kill my Minerva, but it didn't, which is great. I blinded Iron Fist for the entire purpose of saving Minerva. Let's summon and get anything going. There we go. That's a heal. That's fantastic. Time for a bit of healing. Get the death proof. We need to save Minerva. And I'm losing my voice. Sorry about that, but I needed to be able to talk. Let's get Rocket back into the mix. He also comes with death proof. Thank you, Minerva, for that. ultimate, get some damage going. Okay, that is not ideal. Rocket's about to die again. Let's ult with Ultron. There we go. Start working on this Iron Fist. I've got 2 goals. Don't lose anyone. And then try and get in a better position than I am in now for the next node. So let's not do that. Okay. Perfect. I didn't lose anyone, and I'm in a better position for the next node than I was here. I'd say that was a much better handling of it. I don't know how all my abilities are, but my Ultron is ready to go. So yeah, I'll see what the next node is, and I will consider using another energy for it. Another 50 power cores. Again, not for the actual use of the raid, but just for the video purposes, and get this done a little quicker. So I don't have to come back as many times, I suppose, and keep filming. But yeah, let's see what the next node is. Okay, this next node is Street Sweepers. I'll read you everything that I have on this node. My notes literally just say use a suicide team. It looks very similar to that last node, actually. So how do I want to play this? How do I want to do this? I have 2 possible ideas. I can use my Supernatural team as a suicide team, or I can use my Wakanda as a suicide team, a bit of a glorified suicide team. This node doesn't really appear to be built for Wakanda, and it might not go too well, but it might go well, and I think this is a good place to test them. From what I was hearing and planning, I think my plan for Wakanda was going to be use Wakanda on all of the regular nodes and use different teams on the boss nodes. But I think for the purpose of this video, I'm going to waste 50 power cores, hit launch, and I'm going to use my Wakandan team. I'm going to do some heals on this team afterwards, of course, but I'm going to use my Wakandans and see how it goes on this 4th node. I'm using them as a suicide team. If I just say use a suicide team, it means you take a lot of damage really quick. So you kind of need a team just to take the damage that you're willing to lose. Normally good teams for this are X-Men, Power Armor type, Hero Brawlers, Brotherhood, but I'm going to use Wakanda. Supernatural is good, AIM is good. Basically any team that's not your main team that you're willing to sacrifice for a node. But yeah, I'm going to use my Wakandans and see how this goes. Okay, here we are. I see him Carnage. Carnage needs to die. Let's get this going on here. Get the defense ups. Let's go with the special, get a bunch of damage into Carnage. Taunt up, and now I can deal with a lot of this damage pretty well. I love M'Baku in raids. He just takes a bunch of hits and does not seem concerned. Let's clear that. Hopefully this will be enough to take out that Carnage, which it is. And I got the defense down off of Iron Fist, or defense up. Okay, I was going to be going after Iron Fist, but let's use the ultimate of Killmonger out here. It'll chain, give him a longer chance to get the crit, which it does. Okay, that heal block is going to be a little deadly. Oh, that's not a great time for a cleanse, but it's fine. Let's use this ultimate here. Okay. Let's turn back turn meter because I do not want to take this ult from Punisher, if at all avoidable. Which it doesn't appear to be avoidable. I have lost Killmonger already. Shuri has to waste a lot of her heals getting rid of that heal block. So I would not consider this a very successful node or a great node for Wakanda. This does not mean Wakanda isn't great for this raid. This node just does not work for the Wakandan team. It's just too many negative effects, which really hurts Shuri's heal. And Shuri has a really good heal, but if you have too many negative effects, it can really hurt. I think the Wakandans would have been a lot better on the last few nodes than this node. What do I want to do here? Might as well just throw this out here. I'm not going to use any of these characters again, so every last bit of damage is fun. And no reason to taunt up, so let's just do that attack here. Okay. I'm going to go back in with my Ultron team and heal them up a little and see what happens. Wasting 100 power cores. Oof, that's not fun. Hopefully my alliance is thankful for all my wasted resources. I'm sure they will be. I'm just teasing. My alliance is great. And they definitely wouldn't encourage me to do this. I'm just the dumb one that decides to do this stuff. Alright. Here's what I'm going to do. Ultron, you need to live. Minerva, you really need to live. Rocket, and let's keep Star-Lord alive for a bit. I've already used 300 healing cores, which is a lot. Especially if you're doing it every day and you don't have the actual charges for it. I'm okay with Groot dying. I'll probably be able to revive him soon. I think this is my plan. Let's go for it. Okay, here we are. Let's see what we get right off the bat. Let's just use this special here, get the taunt on Groot, and kill Punisher. That's pretty great. Let's blind Venom. And it goes on Miles, which is wonderful. Groot gets killed, but Groot revives himself. That was lucky. Let's might as well work on Iron Fist a bit while Venom is blind. Got the summons out, get death proofs up. I'd say I'm in a much better position now than I was when I started this node, which is really a good thing to get into better positions as nodes go along as opposed to worse. Do I want to taunt or do I want to ult? Let's get the taunt up. The special seems to be a little more useful than the ult in Ultima 7, simply because it keeps the taunt up and it keeps your team alive a little better. And there's a lot of defense ups, I've noticed, from the opponents in this raid, so you're going to really be wasting damage unless you kind of pick and choose targets. The one thing about defense up that's great is it doesn't hurt Ultron's ult, which I really enjoy. I think it's a really cool feature of it. I just say you don't really want to use the ult into all these defense ups and then immediately does it, because I don't pay enough attention sometimes, especially when I'm rushing, which these nodes encourage you to do. I'm doing pretty decent on this. Let's take out that. Rewind some Carnage turn meter. Okay, is that my rocket about to die? Oh, stop clearing all my effects off of Ultron. It's not very kind of you. Turn back some Carnage turn meter. I do not want to take this Carnage ult, or whatever turn he's got. I take it anyways, and my rocket dies. Do I want to cleanse all this or put some more death proofs up? From what I can see, almost everyone has death proof already. So let's cleanse. Get some more turn meter into that Ultron. Do not use that because then I will block out my rocket revive, which I am counting on. Let's go for Venom. Get that rocket revive. Put a taunt on Groot. Yeah, I really like using the special with rocket even more than the ultimate right now. Blind Spidey and Iron Fist, which is nice. Luke Cage has got a couple defense. Everyone has defense up. Let's stop the healing from Iron Fist. Might as well use the ultimate. Get rid of Iron Fist altogether. Okay. It was good. I was considering going after Luke Cage to avoid the taunt, and I'm like, it should be fine, so not worried about that. Get rid of that death proof. Perfect. Use this basic. One thing for sure, it's a lot better to use 20 healing cores at a time than use 50. Let's just use the basic here. Get another turn out of Minerva, which gets her closer to her revive. How's my team looking? I didn't see most of my characters in that screen. That's a little concerning, but I think that went very well. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to waste 100 more power cores right now, and then I've got a bunch of stuff to do, so I'm not going to be back on this raid for a while, and I want to make sure I kind of leave our alliance in a good position to go forward. This is not sustainable by any stretch of the imagination, but it's fun. Okay, let's go back here. Run and gun. My notes say will take immediate damage and watch out for the time. That can mean two things. It means I can use a suicide team, or don't be an idiot and heal everyone up. I didn't say use a suicide team. So I'm going to assume that's not what I meant. I could be very wrong here. Yes, I'm going to waste all my energy. My power cores. Thank you. I know that you're warning me because it's a dumb idea. Okay. It already starts increasing the amount of per Ultron, but let's do this. No, I don't have my revive ready for Minerva, so I'm going to waste that. I don't know how many I've used, but I've used what you would qualify as too many already. I did not need all of those. I did not need it on Ultron, but I just want to be safe that I didn't mean use a suicide team, because it would really be sad to use this team as a suicide team. So I just want to be safe. Let's get into it. Okay, here we are. What I most want to do is I want to take out this. Here's an issue I see. Let's worry about this shield trooper because I don't want to take all the counterattacks, but I'm going to be taking a lot of damage from this Punisher in just a second, and I don't want to do that either. But I don't really have much of a choice. Now, here's something. I'm going to hold off on my summon. That was not good. But I was hoping to get the death proofs. I held off on summoning because I know this is going to hurt, and I don't know if my minions would survive that. Okay. Let's use this rocket ult. I know I literally said so many times that it's not smart to do it into all defense ups, but I am doing it anyways. Blind doesn't go anywhere useful. I've lost Minerva. That is not good. Come on. Let's take out this shield trooper. Or not. I'm starting to think I meant to use a suicide team. Let's finish this off here. I am not in a good position at all. At all on this. I need to get to Ultron's turn. I need to get some extra ability energy at all costs. And that was a really, really high cost. So here's my plan. I'm going to pause recording, and when it gets to like 2 seconds, I'm going to unpause. I'm going to use my basic, and hopefully it times out, so I don't take any counterattack fire stuff. Like no one else attacks me before it ends, but I keep my Ultron alive, and I get an extra ability energy, so I only have to revive everybody else. That does not sound promising, I know. Okay, that went really bad. So what I meant by that will take immediate damage is use a suicide team. This would have been a much better node for me to use Wakanda on. Just so you guys know. Okay, I'm going to pause it. Okay, here we are. 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Basic. Okay, apparently he shot back. I should have done it with 1 second, but didn't hit me. Was he blind? I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention, apparently. Yes, bad. Use a suicide team on this node. Yeah. So far, let's actually get back to the main screen, and I'll just say what's going on so far. Okay, so far, I have wasted 300 power cores. Those were more just time saving than actually useful and helpful. I've used too many healing cores. I'm going to be out of healing cores and a little bit in the hole using some power cores when I come back to finish this. I'm not doing nearly as well as I did last time. I'm going to start being a little more willing to use some suicide teams to get through nodes, because I'm pretty sure that's all I can really do to make it through. Okay, so gonna fly now. That is a tough one. All right, I've used way too many resources. I, on my own, have done 6.67% of this team. The rest of my alliance will join. Just apparently Team 2 is the only one that's a bunch of... I guess it's mostly Europeans. I think that's the thing. I think I'm the only European, maybe, on my team. And so all the Americans are asleep. Oh, there's an American. Got a couple of Americans up. Just waking up, I think. But yeah, a lot of people haven't started yet. But we are actually doing, I would say, a lot better than we did last time. Got a couple of people that have done pretty good progress. I'm at 11.281 million damage. Again, I have not done too well. I have made some bad mistakes, and definitely has cost me. But I've learned a lot, and I hope you guys have learned a lot so far. And I will be back later for some more of this, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this as well. I'll be back.